And we have none other than
Drippy Moe.
Drippy Moe up in the building.
Drippy Moe in the building. Yo, man. So how y'all feeling, man? How was y'all's week?
Y'all, shit, man. I just, you know, a nigga had to work.
Hey, man. Someone's gotta make the money.
It's part of life.
Hey, man. You know, nigga gotta work, pay for this studio time, man.
Yo, man, it's necessary, man. Someone's got to make all the money around here. You know what I'm saying?
Bills ain't gonna pay itself, man.
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro. Like, I'm so sorry it cost this much money to exist, bro. Like, this shit's crazy.
This shit not right. Bro, it's like we're playing life on X game modes and nobody told us they increased the difficulty on us.
Oh, man. It gets harder and harder, bro, every day.
Sure.
But the best part is, you get stronger and stronger. You know what I'm saying? As long as you feed yourself, mind, body, and soul. So yeah, so me personally, I had a very productive week this week, man. I got my album, or EP rather, dropping in July 27th, Late Bloomer.
Yes, sir.
About to drop that on them one time, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you about to drop before me, bro, and
yeah, man, it's time.
That's cool though, bro. I'm still working on my shit.
It's time.
Yeah, bro. You feel me?
Yeah. So let's get right into it, man. So we got my guy Drippy Moe. You know what I'm saying?
Drippy Moe.
So we got some questions for you, bro, if you don't mind. First, before we get into that, bro, let's tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
So, I mean, I'm 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? I mean, ever since I was young, I just been steady working. So, like, this lifestyle, I work and work and work. Like, there's really not much, you know, what else to say. It's gotta work.
All right, so you said you work and work. Where do you work at?
So I work at a smoke shop out in Grove City, Ohio.
Grove City, huh?
Helping out my uncle's smoke shop, you know.
You wanna? What's the name so we can come visit?
Yeah, bro, you got
It's called One Stop Tobacco Shop.
All right,
it's booming
now.
right now. It's booming.
It's booming?
It is booming.
It's cranking.
You got it like that?
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, it's not my business. You know what I'm saying? But like, I could, like, he has another business running, and I could run it. You know, but at the end of the day, I gotta focus on myself. You know, so like, I'm steady working, trying to find myself still. You know.
No, I feel you. You know, that's actually pretty dope, man. Like, man, I've been trying, like, bro, I already we have a conversation all the time.
Yeah.
Where I tell you, bro, like, you're me, like, where I wanted to be 10 years ago.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? That means you ahead of the game, my brother.
No, for sure, you know. And at the end of the day, you know, it's still on my head, like, I mean, I'm a steady worker, you know. So, like, at the end of the day, I myself, like, all I realize is I gotta get more. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no, even if I reach what I want, you gotta get more. That's
bro, you can't.
How I see it, you know?
Yeah, you feel me? You gotta, like, still have that drive, you feel me? It's like, it's not be greedy, but it's like, don't lose that passion and that determination, you know what I mean?
100%.
And so, but yeah, man, it's gonna lead me into my question for you, bro. Like, being so young, as a store manager, you know, what is it like in your daily life? What does your daily life look like? Break that down for us, man.
I mean, so basically, I mean, really, man, I work 14-hour shifts, you know, 7 days a week. Well, right now I got Sundays off, you know.
You got Sundays? You only got Sundays off, bro?
I just got Sundays off, you know.
That's cap.
On everything, you know.
Oh, shit. So, damn. So, I took your only day off this week.
Nah, so, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what it is, man, I mean, I really just focus on the customers, you know, and I'm learning, right now I'm learning this time, so in the future, when I start my own business, I don't want to be working, you know. I want to have someone work for me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, like,
I feel you.
I'm putting in all these hours and stuff, you know, and I know it's not my business, you know, but when I have a business, I want to have someone to work like that for me, so I got to respect it like that, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's facts. That's actually good thinking, you know what I mean? So, like, I feel you like that too. Like, you got to bring that same work ethic that you bring into somebody else's business and into yours. Because what happens is when you finally have that, it's like, and somebody's acting up or like not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It's like, yo, this is not what I signed up for.
Oh,
but
for
then
sure.
you also have to think about at those moments, like, was I a good worker? Like,
exactly.
Was this what I was doing to my previous person that when I was employed? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
for sure, man. Like, you gotta, you know, put out what you expect to get back, and vice versa.
No, for sure, you know, and I try to respect customers as much as I can, you know. It's really hard sometimes, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. Like, I know it's just a smoke shop and shit, but you know, at the end of the day, when I grow out myself and my business, it could be way more than this, you know? So, like, I got to look at it like that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Facts. That's how you got to look at it, my man.
Absolutely, for sure. So you got some questions for my guy?
Yeah, man. I just asked you. Yeah, man. You late on that one, bro.
Oh man, yeah. Sure.
We on question.
All right, so what we get number 2?
Yeah, we moving on to question 2,
all right,
man.
So how about this? What are some concepts or methods you have found to make the business successful?
Concepts and methods, man. I mean, what I realize is basically, so when the boss does not have his stuff, that's when the customers go away. You know what I'm saying? So like, customers will go to the next smoke shop right to the left. You know?
Oh yeah.
They don't care, you know. At the end of the day, you gotta make sure you have what they need.
Supply and demand.
Supply and demand, but on top of that, it's the respect that comes with it. You know.
Exactly.
So like, you gotta make sure every time a customer comes in, I make sure I approach them first. You know, like I say hello, or I make sure that I'm here and I'm knowledgeable that they're in there. You know, because at the end of the day, you don't want to walk in the building, you know, and you get disrespect right away. You're not gonna give your business to them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Like whenever you walk into an establishment, especially a business establishment, like you want to feel at home, man. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like I want to feel like that, bro.
Yeah.
I haven't known you at all, but we're having this conversation like I've known you for years.
100%,
You
man.
know?
And when customers come in, man, I have their stuff ready on the desk. Like sometimes I already know what he gets. He gets a vanilla white off.
Come on, man. Don't do me like that. Come on, man. Don't blow up my spot.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, I make sure I get their customers, you know, their stuff right on deck, you know, before they even come in, just because, like, shit, like, if that was me coming in, I would love that smoke shop, you know what I'm saying? Because they already got my shit on deck, you know?
Right.
That's how I make it feel, you know?
Right.
Hey, man, I can't even cap you, man. Like, I told Mo I make music, bro. Bro, he's like, for real, you make music? He's like, yeah. So I showed him my songs, whatever. Bro, next time I walked in there, bro, I don't know if he saw me because he saw me coming in there or anything. But, bro, I walked in there, bro. I was in and I was just, you know, doing my thing, vibing. And I was like, oh, this song lit. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, I was like, bro, this is my song. I was like, I really respect that and I really mess with that, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
No,
Like, and that's what really had me coming back. Like, and that's what respecting.
Gotta show love, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man.
And because I don't know how often you play that, but hey, I appreciate those streams, appreciate the numbers. You feel me?
Yo,
no, for sure.
That's tight. Yo, man, that's super awesome. Yo, maybe you can play my joints when I slide
Yes,
up in
sir,
there.
yes,
you know what I'm saying?
You gotta slide through. You know what I mean?
All right, so how about this? What are some pitfalls or mistakes people should avoid when starting and running a business?
So you gotta know who your employee is. You have to know your employee.
Break that down, bro. Go ahead and do that for us.
You
bro.
can't, you know, in the last year, we had 20, like, probably I'd say 15 to 20 employees.
Damn.
Wow.
And I'm the only worker that's still there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so, like, it just says a lot, you know, like,
it does say a lot.
people
man.
come and go. You know, people will take shit and go. You know, people will disrespect the business. People will disrespect the boss. You know, you got to make sure the employees are on deck and they know what they're doing, because they can fuck up your business or they can make your business great. You know what I'm saying? It can go both sides, you know? That's what I realized. Like, and, you know, I'm still young and stuff, you know, so, like, I don't have really a lot of experience, but I have enough experience to realize, you know? Like, even if it's my cousin working with me or my brother, you know, I make sure, like, they gotta respect the business. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how you, like, if say that you had a business, you know, you don't want an employee that's disrespecting your own shit. You know?
Yeah,
so, like,
right.
you know, you gotta make sure you have that.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt your sales. It's gonna drive customers away.
Yeah,
it is, and you gotta make sure the prices are good. You know, like, if prices are too high, customers will go right out and they'll go to right on to the next one. You know.
What about, like, more on the business side? You gonna say something?
Well, I guess also when it comes to pricing, it depends on, like, the demographic and product too. Because I realized, like, at least in my field, the more you charge, the more people are attracted to it. Like, man, this guy must be top notch.
If he's charging these
like
prices,
this, like he must be.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so I guess it does depend on, like, your demographic and your
type of product,
the type of product or service that you are selling. Yeah.
I mean, you know, you always gotta have expensive stuff in there, you know. But, you know, like, the same thing that sells in, you know, in Hilliard for $60, we're selling for 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always say that to customers because it's true. I seen it with my own eyes, you know.
Wow.
Like, the type of business I got from Hilliard people is insane. You know, like, I know a lot of people I went to school with that just pop up in the smoke shop. I haven't seen it in 5 years, you know, and they know I work there, you know what I'm saying? Because they know what's up, you know, it's cheap. Now, it's not cheap in, like, bad quality, it's cheap and good quality, you know what I'm saying?
Like, it's affordable for what...
It's affordable.
It's inexpensive in the quality.
And there is
quality product for, you know, for the price.
And there is some quality stuff that is pricey, you know, but it's pricey for a reason, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, so, like... So, more of, like, some of the pitfalls, like, more on the business side, what should, like, young people really look out for, you know what I mean? Like, what...
So how I look at it, man...
Like, overhead costs or something like that.
So people will come in on some disrespectful shit, you know? That's the number one problem I have, you know what I'm saying? Trying to maintain myself, you know? Because at the end of the day, man, if you treat them with respect, good service, you know what I'm saying? You make sure they get what they want, they will be back every time. You know, they'll be back every time. Even with the boss, he knows that, you know what I'm saying? But you just gotta make sure you're on your shit, you know? Like...
Got you. I got you, my man.
Alright.
Alright, so yeah, you got another question for my guy, broski?
Yeah, man. So, we all gotta know, man. I wanna know, like, the world was affected of it. We're still going through it.
100%.
How was the business during the pandemic, like, during COVID, bro? How was that, like?
So, when the first 2 weeks, I don't know if y'all remember this, but the first 2 weeks
that
COVID
was
hit, man, it was like a whole different world. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
it's like the world paused for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Like, no one knows.
No, a year, bro.
Like, literally, no one knows no one knew what was gonna happen. You know, that's when the business wasn't really booming, you know? So, like, the boss didn't even know his next step.
Yeah, because everything was closed down.
Because everything was closed down. And then, like, a month after that, man, you just saw business rise 3-4 times. Like, it was insane. He was making orders twice a week, and he was making before that he was making orders once every 2 weeks.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, and this popped out of nowhere. Like, with this boss, you know, it just moved out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it kind of boosted up the business. You know?
Hey,
wow.
MAHDI, my man's boss said, money.
Yo, man, and, like, not everyone can relate to that, so that's a blessing for real, man. Yeah, I can relate. Like, the pandemic, bro, this is a very unpopular opinion. The 100%. Pandemic was good to me, man.
It was.
It was so good to me. I kind of wish there'd be another one.
No. I gotta say that it was not good to me at all.
So
no, bro. Like,
sales were going through the roof,
bro. I'm telling you, bro. I was working, bro. Like, my job said, "Oh, y'all don't gotta come in. We're not gonna hold it against you for 2 weeks." Bro, we all took our 2 weeks, bro. They said, "Oh yeah, everybody who took 2 weeks, goodbye."
Oh man.
No, that's what happened to me out in California. I don't know if y'all know this, but I was 18 living in California for 6-7 months. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I came here right when Corona happened because I lost my job. And that's when I got the job at the smoke shop. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because my cousin was working there and stuff, you know, and that's my uncle. But when I was out in California, you know, I was steady working still, 60, 70-hour weeks, you know, knocking on people's window, selling windows, you know what I'm saying? Selling doors, selling house and, you know, accessories, you know?
Gotcha.
So I came here and I started from this, and I already been working in smoke shop since I was 13. Wow. So it's nothing new, you know? Like,
oh, yeah, you got experience.
Yeah, the Hilliard Smoke Shop, I've been running that shit ever since I was a sophomore in high school. You know what I'm saying? So, like...
Oh, yeah, this ain't nothing new for you.
It ain't new.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that legal?
Hey, half the shit in this world ain't legal.
Yo, for real. They say behind every great wealth was a great crime. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
whoa, we're not advocating for crime. Just saying.
I am. Look, no, I'm joking, man.
So we obviously know who's the light side here and the dark side.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what's happening?
Alright, so how about this, broski?
Let's not mess with our sponsors.
What does the cost of business look like? As in, like, the average overhead budget, and, like, you know, do you help place orders and decide what products go in store?
100%. So he always asks me, you know, so the boss is older, you know what I'm saying? So, like, he knows what's up with the business, but he doesn't know what kids are doing right now, you know? So, like...
He's a little bit out of touch with
the
social media generation.
Yeah, exactly, you know? So, like, I make sure he keeps in touch with the style that's going on right now, you know? Especially with the hides and all that shit, because that shit is booming right now.
I don't know, them hides be going off the shelves, bro. I know.
Within a week or 2 weeks, I'm talking about he orders, man. The amount, like, the number, I'm not going to say because it's not my business, you know what I'm saying? But, like, the number is insane and it's going out weekly. You know, like, it's selling out weekly, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So, like, I mean, it's really what it is, you know?
For sure. I mean, yo, I totally get it. Shoot, so how about, what are strategies or plans that you have that help the business grow and expand?
Yeah, like you said, like, like you said, like you help him stay in touch with the younger generation. Like, have you do you guys implement like social media strategies and marketing strategies?
So like at the end of the day, he told me, you know what I'm saying? He told me that I could do it, you know. But at the end of the day, I still gotta I'm still focusing on myself, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
so like
right.
I got my own life, you know. I can't put all my time. I'm already putting enough time towards this business, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't work my full potential because that's gonna take away from my time when I'm researching on stocks or doing my own shit, you know. So like, I told him if he can pay me an extra 15, 20 an hour, I'll do it, you know.
Why don't you just have one of the new hires or the other employees, you know?
Well, the problem is he has other employees, but they don't work all that. Like they work 20-hour weeks.
Oh, they work
you know what I'm saying? So like they're working part time. You know, I'm the only full time worker. Like I helped out. He never had a worker like this. You know what I'm saying? He had it in his early years, but they wasn't working for longer than 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've been working there for like a solid 2.5 years, 2 years. You know.
Yeah, damn, that's great.
Wow. Talk about dedication.
No, for sure. You know, and it's not even that. Like, I could have been started my own business with my parents or like done my own shit. You know, but this is not what I want to do. I'm using this as experience. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't want to be working with them in 5 years. I don't want to be working. You know what I'm saying? I want to have some business. I want to be that person that walks up in that shit. And people be like, that's the boss.
Yeah,
you know
that's the boss.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a worker. You know?
Yeah. But at this point, you're learning how to lead.
Exactly.
By following. You
and
know,
you have to, sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do to be where you want to be, you know? That's just how it is, you know?
Yo, I totally get that, man. And I can definitely speak from experience on that one, man. Sometimes you got to go through the trenches, you know what I'm saying? The trenches to get to the top, you know what I mean?
No, for sure, bro.
And like that's just what it is, bro. So
bro, how long were you trying to build this, bro?
You know, like for real, man. Listen,
and this
bro.
shit is beautiful, bro. This studio is nice.
Thank you,
bro.
man. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears, bro.
No, for sure.
Mainly blood and sweat. But nonetheless, bro, like, yeah, man, it was an uphill battle, and we still like looking to expand even further.
No, for sure.
So,
bro.
like, you know, and more coming soon. Stay tuned. Shout out Weird Music Studio.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like, what else you got for my guy, broski?
Yeah, well, you mean what else do we got?
All right. Yeah, what we got for him?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, we already touched about that. You know, like in your experience in like managing the shop, like, what are some things that you would do different when you have your business finally?
When I have my
I know you already talked about customer service and respect, but like, what are some, like, try to touch on something else that we haven't touched on?
Now, at the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna have someone that works 90-hour weeks, you know. Cause at the end of the day, I'm not, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm pushing myself.
Run that back, bro. They said they didn't catch that. Run that back.
You know, so like, because right now I'm realizing, you know, it's not good for my health and shit, you know. So like, I'm gonna make sure I have a steady team. You know, I have a steady, like, it's a group or it's no one. You know what I'm saying? So like, and you gotta make sure they're respectful. You know what I'm saying? When, you could tell on the first or second day you meet someone what they're really up to. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll have that fake face that first time. Yeah, the second time you see the real one.
Yeah, you start to see them colors, man.
Yeah, exactly. You see the colors, you know.
So you're also learning discernment. And like how to read people early on, whether or not they're going to be a good fit for your company.
Exactly. And even if there are a bad fit, you got to make sure you have people on deck. So like with my boss, what I realized, so say like I can call off today, you know. Well, I gave him my cousin. I gave him like 3 people from my cousins. You know what I'm saying? So he can just call on random days and they could come in. You know what I'm saying?
They cover you, right?
Yeah, but like, I'll have it like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I still don't know because I still never ran my own business. You know, I still got a lot to learn. You know, so that's actually, just me.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good though. That reminds me of a quote that I read, and it's by Warren Buffett.
Mm-hmm.
He actually says that he will not go into business with somebody who hasn't failed at business at least 3 times.
100%.
Because if you after the 3rd time, you'll have like most of your kinks worked out, and you'll know what to do and what not to do.
Yep.
And when I read that, I was like, yo, these people are playing on like exiting mode, bro. Like, I'm like, I ain't never thought about that.
He's worth over $100 billion, bro. That's crazy. He's not even the richest man.
Right, bro. It's like, bro, you know what? They say this man like reads expense reports for fun, bro.
Yeah,
I won't say for fun, but he just reads expense reports for like hours of the day, bro.
Bro, he makes like, I think, was it 577 million a year just off Coca-Cola dividends.
Bro, it's crazy.
It's crazy. That's just off of
his dividends, bro.
You know, not even his real stock, just a dividend. You know.
And like not even talking about Berkshire Hathaway, bro.
Yeah, it might be more.
Bro, and you know how many like the Berkshire Hathaway is like the parent company of so many different like it's crazy.
It's crazy. They own hella houses, bro.
It's crazy. Bro.
Wow.
And
it is crazy. You know, like what I realized, you know, the owner's not working. You know what I'm saying? So like the owner works.
No, Warren Buffett, he still goes to work, bro. I was watching the documentary, bro. Like, if he's not working, it must be recent, bro. Like in the documentary that I was watching of him, bro, my man gets up every morning, like he's like.
Well, he's talking at like investing meetings, you know. He's not physically working. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
There's a difference between working for your business and then working.
And working, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But my man's like he goes into the office every single day, like he reads like. And he goes to meetings every single day, like 8 hours, and then goes home. And he says, and it's crazy, bro. Like I don't really condone eating McDonald's, but my man gets a McDonald's sandwich every morning for the same. He's like, it's the same price. It gets what I need. It gets me the fuel, and then when I get home, I eat the fruits, you know, all the nutrients that I need. I'm like, wow.
I mean, hey man, to each is his own. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I get that amount of money, but you ain't gonna see me at no McDonald's. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm piecing the scene.
Yo, I'm about to have a whole garden in the back.
Bro, we're amazed at you because you're 20, and we're amazed at you, like how business oriented you are.
No, for sure.
My man, Warren Buffett, bro. This dude was 10 years old, like already trying to figure out how to flip, like. Was it like cans tops? Like,
nah, yeah, he was selling Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola bottles.
Yeah. Back when he was 10, 11. It's insane, bro. That's insane.
Wait, he was selling bottles. Wait, what?
Yeah, bro, go read the life of Warren Buffett.
Yeah, before he owned Coca-Cola, he was selling.
He was selling like little 10-cent bottles of Coca-Colas, and he was trying to figure out, okay, how do I exponentially make my growth?
And then he started buying stock, I think, at that age with his parents.
Yeah, with his parents, and he started investing in businesses at that age, man.
At that age. He uses money from the bottles, you know?
He made. Yeah, man.
Bro, that's a hustler.
You know?
What? All right, yo, shout out Warren Buffett,
bro.
For sure,
you know
bro. What I'm saying? Shout out to my guy.
Yeah, we're not even talking about the world's richest man, bro. He's in the top 5 or 10, you know?
Yeah.
But you're talking about now we're witnessing people making $20-30 billion a day, like Elon Musk, bro. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. We're gonna see Elon Musk be a trillionaire for sure, bro. In the next 5-10 years.
Oh, for sure, bro.
It's gonna be insane. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, bro.
And you know, if that doesn't push you and make you inspired, you know, and it's not even just about that. Someone, you know, a nobody turned into someone. You know what I'm saying? That
right.
At the end of the day, they were just like us. You know what I'm saying? They was working just like us. You know, that's how I look at it. You know.
Well, Jeff Bezos started Amazon in his garage, bro.
Yep.
Wow.
Shipping out books, physical hard copy books.
Turn into everything else. Well, now that man got he literally sells everything. Surprised you can't buy.
But he ain't got his woman though.
Yeah. Hey, listen. He doesn't have his woman, but he has his women.
Nah, for sure.
what you mean, bro? Where like dudes like that? They got options, bro.
Yeah, he got options, bro.
Bro. He ain't worried.
Bro, he made his ex the world's richest woman.
That's
bro.
Bro, no, wait, pause, bro. Like, think about that, bro. You're so rich, bro, that your wife gets a divorce from you. She is now the world's richest woman insane, just from a divorce, bro.
That's insane.
It
sucks she took half your stuff, you know what I mean?
But you still extra rich.
Bro, like, you're rich, bro. Like, you're so rich that you lost half your stuff and
you're still on top. That's insane. That's insane.
Like, you're still, like, number one, the richest.
No, bro. It is crazy.
Wow. Man, that's incredible. Hey, man, we're going to be there soon, yo.
Nah, for sure.
What I'm saying?
Bro, you know what's crazy? Like, Amazon's projected growth is astronomical still.
I know. That's what I'm saying, because we're witnessing right now that they're making billions of dollars a day. Imagine in 5 years. They're going to be making... Right now, Amazon's already a $2 trillion company, 1.75. You know, Tesla's a 1.2 trillion. Apple's a 2.3 trillion.
Sheesh.
So imagine in 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be reaching $6-7 trillion companies, you know? And they own a 15% portion. You're talking about we're gonna witness a lot of shit in the next 10, 20 years.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you thought things was moving fast now, boy. Ooh-wee.
Yo, which leads me to my next, like, a great segue. Like, since things are moving that fast, we talking about money growing that fast exponentially. What advice would you give to kids in high school or getting ready to leave high school or even freshmen in college and sophomores? Like,
what I recommend, take as many risks as you can. Don't be scared, because this life, if you let it, it will tear you down. It does not give a fuck about you. No one will give a fuck about you. This life will tear you down. Take risks. Take as much risk as you can. Fail. Keep failing. Keep failing. Doesn't matter. Just keep failing.
Make all the mistakes you can now.
100%.
So by the time you get to our age, in 29, 30s and stuff like that, you already got your
Even when you're 29 or 30, man. Yeah. Even when you're 40, 50, 60, it's never too late. The only thing that gets me mad is because you don't know when the day you're gonna be gone. That's the only thing stopping you. It doesn't matter if you're 80 years old. KFC, he made his business at 65. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So like, it's never too late, man. It's never too late.
Wow. Yo, for every failure, there's a seed of success,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to be willing to look for it.
You have to be willing. What I realized, you could keep going and failing and failing. It doesn't matter. The only thing that's gonna stop you is giving up. Because if you're failing and failing, it just you're making yourself greater at that type of thing you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what you're doing. Just keep failing.
Even if you fail, you learn from that experience.
You learn from that experience.
To do, what not to do next time.
And just for like an added layer of clarity, make mistakes, but don't make the same mistakes.
Yeah.
Okay, because now you hustling backwards. Okay.
That's the definition of insanity.
Yeah, but making the same mistake over and over, thinking you're gonna get a different outcome.
No, for sure.
Your next move makes your next move your best move.
Okay. All right,
sure.
That's just what it is. You know what I mean?
And also, what I recommend to people my age, work as much as you can right now. Because I'm telling you, shit's about to get real in the next 5 years. Corona, what that made me realize is they don't give a fuck about us. The government, all this shit, they're not here for us. They're not. They're not going to be here in 5 years. They're not going to be here in 10 years. Shit's going to get 3 times more expensive in 3 years. Right now, it's fucked up.
Yeah,
it's going to be way more fucked up.
You see how inflation is? Inflation is not going down anytime soon. No matter. And not only that, like the Federal Reserve can't even get involved to, like the Federal Reserve, like they're literally at a stalemate right now because if they get involved and keep printing money, that's just make
the U.S.
inflation
dollar's
rates
already collapsing.
Yeah, like it's going to make the price of inflation go up. But if they stop printing money, they have to raise taxes.
Yep.
So they're like in this catch-22 position. It's like, okay, well we can print some money to keep you afloat, but we can't overprint now because during the pandemic we printed so much money to try to keep the economy going. Now we're just like, also, and we're seeing it, bro. Like my taxes, bro. I was supposed to get a nice chunk of taxes, dog. Free money ain't free, dog.
Oh, no, for sure.
Free money ain't that stimulus check.
Let's reword that. Government money ain't free. You understand? One way or another, you're gonna have to run that back.
Bro. They ran it all the way back.
Yeah.
They ran it all the way back.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? Like I was like, I got sacked and fumbled the bag. When Uncle Sam came this tax season, I was like, I thought I was about to Tom Brady that pass. Uncle Sam said, "No, sir, we're taking this back to the."
I almost went bankrupt this tax season, bro.
Wow.
My mom saved my life, bro.
Wow.
I'm in a scenario. I'm not gonna speak on it because I'm still going through shit, bro. But they almost seized all my shit, So like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you have it. Even if it's in my mom's name, they could seize anything from my mom. That's one thing I realized, and that's a mistake I learned. Is just not having shit on the side. I'm too risky. That's the problem with me.
See, bro. I'm glad you said that, bro, because that's like one of my last questions for you is like, what advice would you have for like not just advice, but like actual financial tips, wealth planning, that you can offer to.
So what I recommend, like I've been investing in stocks since right before Corona, actually, and.
Because you told us you reached 250, right? So that's what I'm asking.
Man, I reached way more. I reached way more. That's not. So I start off with $600. I didn't start off with thousands. You know what I'm saying? I invested. How I looked at it, everyone who I told about it, they didn't believe. They didn't believe it till they saw it. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I lost a lot. I lost mostly everything. You know, I still have my shit, but it's how I look at it. Money's invest. Try to learn as much as you can, especially with this crypto community, with all these NFTs, metaverse, tokenized real estate. You know, all this stuff that's happening right now. In 5-10 years, it's like buying Bitcoin in 2013, 2014. It's gonna boom. It's gonna bust. It's gonna go down. Gonna go up. But when it goes up, it's gonna skyrocket. And the people who invested thousands are gonna be making millions. Even with these penny stocks. You know, even with these cryptocurrencies. I'm still researching. You know, on my day off today, you know, I research. You know, I have my own shit going on with my girl. You know, at the end of the day, I don't got time for it. You know, cause I'm too focused. And, you know, that's the problem is with me. I'm too focusing on my future that I'm not living in the present, you know? So I'm not really focusing on what's in front of me, you know? At the end of the day, you got to appreciate, you got to make sure you enjoy what you're doing. You because if you don't, you're going to get fucked up, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Money just comes. Money will come. Don't worry about the money. You got to enjoy what the heck you're doing. You do.
Yeah, you gotta stop and smell the roses a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta take the scenic route.
And don't believe nothing is impossible, because nothing, you know, everything is possible. Anything can happen. You know, you know, people on this camera, you're gonna be a millionaire. You know, if you really believe in it, y'all gonna be millionaires. You know?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, of course, but you gotta work at it. You gotta work ethic in too as well. You know what I mean?
For sure. Work smarter.
Not harder.
Like like for real, man. Like find a way to finesse it, and like I'm not trying to tell you to cheat or cut corners.
100%.
But like find your way. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And I mean that on multiple levels. Like find your way on how you approach a process, because it might be the next best thing to, you know, move mankind forward. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
What success looks for you. How success looks for you may look different for me. Yeah. What works for you may not work for me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Where it worked for me may not work for you. You know what I'm saying?
You know, at the end of the day, man, but let me tell you, you know, one of the stocks I invested in, it was one of the biggest stocks of the century. Okay?
What's that?
It's called ENZC.
ENZC, yeah.
ENZC. It's Anxiolytics. So they're HIV, you know, aid. They prevent this stuff from happening. You know, it's
wow.
They're making they have the patents on the first HIV, like patent drug, you know, and they helped with Corona. So once Corona started popping off, let me tell you, it was at 1,000th of a penny. Whoa. We're talking about 0.0003.
Yeah.
You know
I believe you on that.
You know how much it went up to? I can show you the chart right now. 95 cents.
Wow. Exponential growth.
You're talking about millions of percent. Millions.
Yo, like seriously,
I believe you on that.
If you would have invested $50 in that joint, you coming out.
I only invested $600. That's what I'm saying. So like,
holy crap!
I told my brother to invest $200. He made more money in that stock than the last 6 years of his accounting job.
Oh my gosh!
In the matter of 2-3 months. So this was in the, you know, this was in the end. This was these penny stocks have never boomed like this. You know, that's what I realized. Anything can happen. You know, like. You really don't know. When I told everyone about it, no one believed me. No one saw what I saw in it. You know what I'm saying? And when it happened, that's when everyone just came chasing and shit. You know?
Yeah, when it's too late.
When it's too late. You know?
Yeah.
The reason why I believe that is because Bill Gates' company, when this all started off, like the pandemic started off, his company was at trading at like $7 a share.
Yep.
And then during the pandemic, when everything popped off, guess how much it went up to?
How much?
It went up to like $35, $40 a share. And then I invested like maybe like $50. And then I was like, oh snap! I was like,
seen a little uptick.
I seen a little like I should have invested more.
I should have doubled down.
I should, and then a lot of companies that I invested in prior to the pandemic, they all boomed. So like I had I ain't made what you made, but then like, you know, that like I said, pandemic was crazy. You know, there was letting people go. So all of this, you feel me? You got to take your
and
profits.
Obviously, you know, I didn't sell at 95 cents. You know, so like when you're investing that low, you got to take your profits early. You know. So like I started selling that for 10, 20, 30 cents.
Oh, you incremental?
And, you know, I incremented it. You know, but like at the end of the day, because my brother's an accountant, you know. I'm thinking someone who knows what's up with the stock shit is telling me what's up, you know. I think no one knows. You can be investing for 10, 20 years. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 months. You really don't.
Very fickle game to be in.
Yeah, bro. It's a really risky game, but you got to believe what you're doing, you know. So what I used with that knowledge, I used it to my next step, you know. You're going to fail. You're going to fail whether you like it or not. Yeah. It's not on your time. You know, it's not on your time. It'll go up on its own time, you know.
For sure,
And it's not even that, you know, like, what I realized through failing, it put me through a whole nother scenario I wouldn't think I'd be on. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm on this grind right now. I didn't know I could be working 90 hours a week. I didn't know I could put in that potential. You know, now I'm realizing myself. Now I know who myself is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just want to show you all that stuff. You know, just to show you too.
Yeah, read it out loud. What you got there from us.
So like right now it's at 7 cents, which is still an exponential growth from
fractions of a penny.
This is another stock.
No, this is the same stock.
The same stock?
This is when I was in. This is when I started buying. January 13th, 2020. 0003. Look at that growth. 95 cents. Legit 95 cents. You're talking about $1,000 could have made you $10 to $20 million.
Oh my God.
And people who invested in it, I was in this Facebook group chat from when it first started. I'm talking about was only 20 people in it. You know, only 20 people. You're talking about people had about 100K, so people had hundreds of millions of shares. So like man. I made good money. Bro, people made fucking a shit ton of money, bro. A shit ton. And you're not even talking about the billion, you know, we're talking about people like me and you know. Now the people who already had billions, they made fucking it was crazy. You know?
They bankrolled.
They banked.
Yo, that's nuts.
Nah, for sure.
Bro, that's generational wealth money, man. That's making your money like.
Yo, that's
circular money, bro.
You got your own economy at that point.
No, yeah, man. Like that's not stagnant money, man. Just saving money. I want y'all to know, like saving money will not get you wealthy. Yeah, like saving money is for emergencies.
Or to make large investments.
Large investments, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely save, but make your money work for you.
Right.
And one of the ways you can do that is by investing in the stocks and crypto.
And other businesses.
And there's many other ways, you know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people have their own ways, you know.
Cyclical money.
How I look at it, I'm happy when I look at a chart. You know, like it makes I'm good at what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? I like what I'm doing, you know? So like I gotta remember too, you know, when I started off I started off with $600, $800. I invested in this gas company, it went up to $9,000, I lost everything. I tried again. You know, I literally went down to zero from 9,000. You know what I'm saying? I went back to 600 to 45,000. Went down to 7,000.
Oh my God.
Went up to 100,000, but went back to 30,000. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is a swing game. Went up to 300,000, lost everything again.
Bro, you gotta pull out, bro.
No. Because you gotta focus. Number one thing I realized: the rich people they don't pay a lot of taxes. You know what I'm saying? Some of them can pay taxes and shit. What I realized with this shit, there's many ways. Because you're buying an asset. You know, you're basically buying like a house, how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? So the longer you hold, the more tax benefits you get. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you hold longer than a year in stocks, you get taxed 10 to 12%. If you hold less than a year, you get taxed 37%.
Wow.
That's why I got fucked over on this tax season. You know, because I wasn't ready for it. You know, but luckily I have someone by my side like my mom. My mom saved my life with this shit, no cap.
Wow.
You know, and I didn't know. You know, with all this shit that happened, you don't know where you're gonna go.
So if you invest longer than a year,
you save a shit ton. And if it's longer than 10 years, you don't get taxed. But they're trying to change that law because you know all this fuck shit that's going on in the government.
Wow.
Because they don't want people like us to be rich.
No, for sure.
Oh,
wow. Dude, this is a patient man's game. It's a patient man's game right there, man.
Yo,
they don't. No.
Wow.
Wow. Just wow. Yo.
Wow. That was great.
Yo, on that note, that was yo, you got us speechless out here, man.
Nah, for sure, you know,
there, bro.
I'm investing in shit, you know, but now this is on the side. Now I can do what the fuck I want, you know. Yeah. Do I want to make a business? Do I want to buy a house? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what benefits I look at, and you don't have to use your own money. That's the one good thing in America, you know. You can be broke and everything, bro, and you can come up. You can literally use the bank. The banks are there. There's a good debt and bad debt. You know, there's always two sides on anything. You know.
I got you. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, man. I feel like there's no such thing as good debt.
Oh man, there's amazing debt.
There's amazing debt. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, bro. like it's not much. I took a small loan from my bank, right? So I was trying to fix my credit, and then so I was trying to do like a secure card. Hey y'all, that's a gem for y'all. If y'all trying to fix your credit, get a secure card. Look into the secure cards, fix your credit, get right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that ain't credit builder loans, yo.
You gotta build your credit too.
So what I did was, so I was like, all right, cool. So I went bank. I was like, bank, I need to fix my credit. I'm trying to buy a house. I got a kid now. I'm getting older. They're like, oh, we see you. We see you. I'm like, it's like, but we can't give you a loan because we don't trust you and got that good credit. I was like, all right, cool. They're like, but this is what we can do. What we can do is on your account. What we'll do is we'll set up a secure account for you. Mm-hmm. So we'll loan you this certain amount of money in this account because we already see you have money in your savings. And what we'll do is we'll auto pull the money from your savings. And that acts as a payment, and then we'll report that to the credit union for you.
That's it. So
I did that, bro. And then
secure loan then, essentially. So you got a secure loan.
But it's not. It is a loan, but it's not.
It's not because basically, they give you like $1,000, but you can't use it until you pay it off, and then they report that to the credit bureau.
Bingo.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's called a credit.
And then, but the thing is though, and then what happens is even if you go past due, but you're still paying it, they still report it as good credit. I was like, what's happening? I was like, what's happening, sure. Bro? I looked at my credit score. Like, bro. Like, my credit score, like, it went up, and then for some reason, like, I did it, like, a credit check, that shit dropped, like, 20 points. But then I look over, like, I was like, my credit score is, like, started going back 5 points. I'm like,
for sure,
yeah, man, it's a wild thing, man, for real.
No, but aside from you, let me tell you why there's good debt.
Okay.
So I learned a lot from my parents, because I see my parents fail. Okay. My parents could have been multimillionaires, but they're not.
I see.
Like, I'm telling you, my parents failed because they try to get the good debt, but they couldn't keep up with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So let me tell you how there's good debt,
Okay.
So, when you buy a house and shit, okay. You're not going to buy a house in cash. You're not. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Definitely, that's the goal.
But listen, that's not the best financial
realistically.
solution, because the bank is here. The bank, you can buy a house with $10,000. You can buy a $300,000 house with 5% down. Mm-hmm. You gotta have the good credit. They gotta trust you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta have the good ties with them. Mm-hmm. Now, say you get that house not to live in. You get that house to rent. The mortgage pays itself, and on top of that, you're paying off the mortgage. Okay, like you get a 20-year mortgage. Okay, you pay off that mortgage, and on top of that, you get an extra $300, $400 a month. Okay. What you do with that, you refinance the house. You get your money. You buy 4 more houses. That's how you start off. You get what I'm saying? I'm in the process of doing it myself.
Real estate flipping.
But no, it's not real estate flipping. You're buying long term. You're holding long term. So like the benefits that come with it is gonna be insane.
Because the property value increases.
Property value increases. On top of that, you don't pay tax because you buy a fridge. That's tax deduction. You know what I'm saying? Shit happens. That's tax deduction. So when you're buying, I'm telling you, there's a lot of ways around this. The mortgage is paying for itself, and on top of that, you're making money every month. It's a process. You know what I'm saying? That the first thing you got to do is just start. You know what I'm saying? That's now it can go the wrong way, where the more people, you won't find a renter. That's when you gotta have like your emergency funds. You know what I'm saying? Where you can get fucked up because if you don't pay it off, that's when your credit goes to shit.
Right.
And you just owe. The interest will add up on that. You gotta be financially stable for this. It's not like there is always good debt, and it can go in larger terms. Like with my parents bought a 17-store shopping center. And this is in Whitehall.
Okay.
So now it's worth $4 million. But at that time, it was not worth $4 million. This is right. My parents have been having since 2012, and they sold it right at Corona.
Oh.
So like, I witnessed my parents. My parents have 7 kids. Yeah. So like, it all matters on the situation you're in.
Yeah. True.
So like, there's many scenarios that could happen. But like with my parents, what I realized, my parents didn't have the money on the side for their emergencies. If they did, they would have had that $4 million today. You see what I'm saying? But they left with fair even with a little bit of profit. And with my parents, like when the roof was collapsing, when there was a big storm, you can use that as a tax deduction. But the problem is, when you don't even have the money, what are you gonna do? When the people are leasing the stores and they're not paying for the stores, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You gotta have that. You gotta be ready for the worst.
Case scenario.
But you gotta be working for the best. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Wow. Man, we're gonna definitely have to have a conversation off air too, bro. Like,
yeah, we gotta.
You seem to know a lot about this, and I might need to pick your brain. You know what
Listen, this is why I say, like, you're where I wanted to be when I was 20, 10 years ago.
Nah, for sure, you know.
Because, bro, like, I've been working for finance institutions now for a while now, like 7 years now. Like,
you've seen some crazy big accounts, man.
Bro, bro, like every day, like, bro, I work with big accounts every single day, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't blowing up my spot where I work out. Y'all not going to know that. But I see the other day, bro. I saw some M's, bro. I saw multiple M's, bro. Multiple M's, and I was just like, yo, I got to figure out. Like, I'm over here like reviewing their accounts, like, yo, how did they do this? Like, I'll be having conversations, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then, like, why I say you're 10 years like ahead of us is because you're like, I've been working in the banking industry and I'm still not like, you feel me? Like, like where you're at mentally, like with this financial. So we definitely have to have.
But how I realized it is because, you know, all my siblings are older. So like my siblings are 30 years old, 29, 28, 27, 26. You know, so like I learned a lot from my siblings, and it put me in a situation where like my parents are kind of like financially messed up. You know what I'm saying? My parents can barely pass by. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, my siblings got their own life going on and shit. You know, they could barely help too. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be that person to help save them. You know, but at the end of the day, you would want to have a kid to bring you up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there's always that one kid that just will come in and bring the family. You know what I'm saying? Boost up the family. You know, and what I realized from my parent, like, you know, my brothers and sisters' mistakes. You know, where like they done past shit. You know, where I make sure I won't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you learn from their mistakes.
And I learned from their mistakes, and I still learn from my own. You know, like I heard the saying, a fool will learn from his own mistakes, but a smart person will like learn from others. From
the mistakes of the fool.
Others, you know.
I heard that saying too.
You know, but at the end of the day, but I believe that, but not 100%, because you have to learn from your own mistakes too. Learn from others. You know, I'm not saying don't learn from others, but you're not gonna get nowhere if you don't make that mistake and you don't learn from it, because you will make the same mistake every time.
I agree with that too, and then this will be my last point. We'll wrap up here. So y'all know I have the clothing brand. Like, actually, before I started my clothing brand, I actually like had it up twice. Like, so I had to rebrand. You know what I'm saying? And now the third time, now it's looking like things are actually getting traction wise. But where I was when I first started, I had somebody actually helping me who already went through the mistakes that I went through, and it's like, hey, this is what you're gonna need, this is what you're gonna do, this is what you're gonna need to avoid. I was like, oh, so I took notes. So in doing that, I was actually like 2 years, 2.5 years ahead of where I needed to be. Do you see what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's what it means by, I think, learning from, you know, other people's mistakes. But then what you're saying is you still have to experience, because there's still stuff that I did where I was like, oh, okay, yep, I didn't see that coming. 100%. Or it's like, oh, he did tell me that. I didn't prepare enough for it. So I did mitigate the damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was like, because like I didn't he warned me about it. But because I prepared, but you can only prepare for so much.
Exactly.
Wow.
Nah, for sure, bro. That has a lot with it, you know, for sure.
Wow. Hey, man, I just want to say, man, yo, thank both of y'all for dropping these amazing gems today, man. Like, for real, it's very illuminating conversation.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I can definitely get more about it, y'all, for real.
No, y'all gonna boom. Y'all gonna boom. This shit.
Yeah,
this
one
shit
day, man. One day.
It's not one day, bro. It's gonna come really, really soon.
Oh, yeah,
just letting y'all know.
Believe it, man.
Believe it, sure.
We definitely
appreciate that, man.
Nah, for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Like, same to you, bro. Like, you already booming, man. Shoot, you kind of like light years ahead of us, bro. Like, when I was your age, bro, I was not focused on none of this.
You gotta remember, man, there's 14-year-olds that's doing way better than me right now. There's 14-year-olds there's people like my little brother's age is doing, spectacular right now. You know?
Yeah.
That's what pushes me. You know, there's always someone pushing hard.
Yeah.
Always someone doing harder. You know.
So what are you doing to make sure that you on that wavelength, yo?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to.
That's what it does come down to.
I'm gonna hit y'all with this one. Like, this actually on my background on my phone right now, so y'all know I'm not BSing right now. So it's one of my favorite quotes of all time. It's outwork everyone, and I was just trying to find the quote by itself, just by itself. But then I saw a picture. I saw the quote, and it had like to me. It speaks 1,000 words, but it's just a picture. It says "outwork everyone," and it's Kobe. But it's Kobe in his suit.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Outwork everyone.
Outwork everyone, and then so even when like there are times where I don't feel like getting up to work on music, work on content, work on podcasts, edit podcasts, and I just look at my phone, and literally I see outwork everyone, and then it's like, let's go ahead and do it. Now I'm not saying I'm perfect, you know what I mean, but if there's one thing I have to take from this, outwork everyone.
You keep moving forward. 100%.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Constantly grow. You know what I'm saying? Yo, if you look outside into a forest, you'll never be able to tell what tree is older than the other.
Yup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There might be a tree that's 50, 60, 70 years old, and there's a tree that's 20 years old. And they both the same size. You know what I'm saying? You would never be able to tell because both trees are growing. You know what I'm saying? They're still growing. You know, and that's like what keeps you forever young. Like feeding yourself mentally. You know what I'm saying? Not just physically, but mentally as well.
Yes, sir. Mentally, 100%. Man. You gotta be mentally prepared.
Yo, for real.
Your mind will tell you that you're fucked up, that you won't go forward. You know, you gotta get past that stage because it's a problem that everyone has.
Yeah, self-doubt, bro. Yeah. By the way, that's about to drop here in a second. I got a song called Self-Doubt.
Oh,
yes, yeah, man. I might have to give you all this play a little later. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
yeah, man. But let's
take this away, PZ.
Yeah, so with that being said, man, I want to thank y'all again. Thank you, Drippy Moe, for coming through, man. Dropping these gems, man. Thank you, David Reckless, man. Hey, thank you, MAHDI Locks, man. Oh, y'all welcome, man.
You troll ass fool. You trolling. Bro, always got to troll somewhere. It wouldn't be straight spinners without spinners. Gotta troll somewhere.
So with that being said, y'all, stay safe.
Stay reckless.
Yes, sir.
Let's try that again. And on that being said, stay safe.
Stay dangerous.
And stay
reckless.
All right, y'all. Catch y'all later.